Hello, happy Friday, end of the first week is today. I have extra kids at my house again, so hopefully everybody stays busy while we chat. Okay. I did no more stitching yesterday. I turned off the live, I posted videos, and I called it a day. So I've done nothing past the video yesterday. I will do more this weekend. I'm just didn't do it. Okay, so we are gonna do the roof today. Phenomena. Okay. Nope. We're at this kind of an angle. Okay. We are gonna do a detached chain stitch. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it in rows. I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can do just satin stitch between these. You could do brick stitch. That's a lot of brick stitch on this house, but you could do brick stitch. Or you could do detached chain stitches, which is what I'm going to do. So, we're just going to work in, we're going to work in rows. We've got a lot of roof. Nope. That wasn't even, was it? Okay, let's do this in half first, and then, there we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna start up here though, because I think that space is gonna be the easiest to show. Let me grab some colors. I don't even remember what colors. Okay, so we're gonna mix the $37.99 with the $310. And go from there. Okay, now, I just wanted to show you, I'm just pulling up a picture on my phone. Let me find it. Okay. So this is what I was thinking if you don't want to do detached chain stitch. This is satin stitch. So I just took, these are all really similar colors, but I took sections like here, and this is like 2 colors mixed, and then right here is 2 other colors mixed. So if you have multiple colors, you could do that. You could do it all the same color. And then I just did a stitch between each of the rows. So that would look really good right here. Well, the whole roof. I mean, the whole roof could look like that. That would be fun. Brick stitch looks more like this. That's 2 rows for each brick. And then if you don't do the mortar, it looks more like shingles. But then this house has a lot of brick stitch. Another idea is to do a chain stitch. This is just a 4-inch hoop, so it's really little. But if you liked doing the chain stitch here, you could do the whole roof that way. And then, we'll do it. I mean, we're going to do a chain stitch around the edges anyways, but that's just a chain stitch. The those are like the three main ways that I do roofs. Oh, I did do this one. So we did satin stitch first, and then I just went with like 6 strands just and made like a metal roof. So you could do something like that. Honestly, I mostly just do brick stitch is like my go-to. So anyways, those are your options. I'm gonna do detached chain stitch because honestly, I've just never done it, so I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 strands of each. This is, by the way, I don't use bobbins, so this is how I store my thread. Once it gets kind of small, I fold it in half and I just wrap it around the 2 ends. And it works really well. Okay, so let's see how many strands I have here. I've got 3. I'm just gonna get my black so it's the same length. So then I'll just cut them so they're the same. And then we'll put them in the needle at the same time. You could also, if you wanted to get like really crazy, like mix a strand of like orange or something in there. That would be really fun. Shoot, I never even tied off my purple. I really like set everything down and just walked away. Couldn't find my needle. It's because it was hanging on the back. Okay. Okay, so I thread this the same way I put them together. I get them wet with my tongue and I flatten them, put them in my needle. Oof, I missed a strand. Sometimes I just pull these ones out of the way. Oh, and if you're using the original colors, let me tell you what colors we used. We used, I have no idea. Sorry, I'm looking. We used a mix of $37.99, $4.13, and $6.48. That looks right. So we did, this is like the pearl cotton. We did a Van Dyke stitch, and then this, that lighter color is $6.48, and then we mixed the other 2 grays. So if you want to do that, if you've got the regular color palette, that's great. If not, we're gonna do this. Okay, so now we've got them in our needle. We're just gonna tie the 2 ends together, or not the 2 ends, we're just gonna tie the 2 colors together. All right, so a detached chain stitch is a variation of a chain stitch. We just don't link them together. So what we do is, like we do at the beginning, we go up and down in the same spot. And then we come down to the bottom. Pull it snug and tack it down. And that's it. That's a detached chain stitch. And then we're just gonna line them up all next to each other. So let me get a better angle and zoom in for you. So I'm gonna do that all along here, and then the next row, we'll do the same thing. they'll just run into the tops of these. Can't grab that needle. Pulled a little piece of my tail right there. Now, this will take a little bit longer than some stitches, just because it's a little bit more like labor intensive, but I think it'll end up looking really cute. Oh, I think we did this when we did the Winter Village last December. Last January? No, it was December. Because some people did Santa. I feel like we did this. And now that I'm doing this, I wonder if we should have done this space first, but too late. Too late. It'll have to just be all right. I'm trying to keep that out of my way so I don't bump it. I like mixing colors on a roof because I feel like roofs, unless it's like metal, they're rarely one single color. I remember the Winter Village stitch along, loved that one too. It was so fun. I loved Santa Claus with his little reindeer up in the sky. I thought they turned out really cute. I'm having a hard time pulling my needle through today. I might go back and add some color to this. This is really dark. I'm going to stitch the whole thing first and then decide if I want some color added to it. What is this stitch called again? This is a detached chain stitch. It's also, a lot of people call it a lazy daisy. But a lazy daisy is when you do this stitch, but you make it into a flower. That's a lazy daisy. These are detached chain stitches. So we've done lazy daisies a lot. They're one of my favorites. You're welcome. I think they're cute, but I'm totally behind on the stitch along and will be just watching. Had a scary incident with my cat last night. She swallowed thread attached to a needle. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Is she all right? My cats play with my thread, but I don't think I've ever seen them like swallow thread. They usually just like play with it. And you are not behind, by the way. Everybody, listen up. You're not behind. You work at your own pace. We ended up at an animal hospital and endoscopy, got the needle out. PSA for all of you with cats. Oh my goodness, that is so scary. I am so sorry. That makes for a really long night. I'm glad the cat is okay. Not your wallet. Oh gosh, yeah. Those emergency vet visits. We've had a lot of those in our life. Not with the cats. The cats seem to be really chill, but our dogs have been to more emergency vet appointments than I think should be possible. Dang it. All right, so there is our first row. Now we're just gonna move up a row and do our next area. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in one of these holes that we've already done, so they're like connected. Oh, I'm really struggling to pull that needle through. Okay, and then the same thing. So we're just gonna go down just on the other side of that loop. So it's no different, it's just that there's other threads around it. And my stitches are kind of messy, which I'm totally fine with. This is a haunted house, but I mean, they're not looking perfect at all. So don't feel like they need to be. Ooh, that's not cool though. That one stray black one that's not as tight as the rest. Oh, there it was. Whoop. Darn it. They fell off. Now, if I have to rethread, can you see how this one is a different length than the rest of these? And then they're like frayed at the ends. If I have to rethread, I usually just like cut them so they're all the same length again. That'll make it easier to thread. Love this stitch for the roof. Yeah, I think it's fun. Gives it a different look without getting like too complicated. The Van Dyke stitch that we did last year is super, super fun. I love it. But it's, I think the shape, it was not right for this shape. And so I didn't want to teach it again. And it's a little bit more intermediate, and I try to keep things really beginner friendly. So, all right, that is the end of my thread. I am going to get some more and keep working on this. But if you are more of an intermediate stitcher, I would really encourage you to try the Van Dyke stitch. It's super fun. If not on this project, then on another one. Like, it doesn't have to be this project, but it's a really fun stitch. It just wasn't quite right for this shape, I think. Not that they didn't turn out cute, because they did, but I think if I were to teach it again, it would be on a different shape. Okay. So I still have my 3 black from last time. I'm just getting out some gray. Separating my strands. So I do 3 at a time. Oh, one goes over here. I do 3 at a time and then untwist it. Okay. Where is my needle? Oh. It was just sitting on the back of my hoop. It fell to the table as soon as I turned it over. All right. See, once you start doing a second row, it like changes the look of it. So it kind of looks like old, like the old wooden shingles almost. We probably could have done brown, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll see somebody with a not brown or black or gray roof. I'm sure somebody will do something crazy. Probably Louise. I see you. She's the one that's been doing blue house, and then her bricks are like multicolored. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you said you're using a variegated thread, right? It's looking so fun. She laughs. Last year, Louise's was pink, so this year we're doing blue. So tomorrow in Utah, we are going to experience a full solar eclipse. My house is not in the line of totality, so we'll have like somewhere between like 80 and 90% coverage, but we are very excited. The kids are super excited. It should be a fun day. We saw a solar eclipse, a full solar eclipse in 2017 when our youngest was a baby. My in-laws lived in the line of totality, so we went up to their house to watch it. It was probably one of my top favorite things I've ever experienced. Like, it was really cool. If you ever get the experience, or the experience is probably the right word, the opportunity to experience a full solar eclipse, highly recommend it. It's very cool. My sister-in-law lives in the line of totality this year, but they are in the middle of building a home and living in a trailer on their property, and so it doesn't make sense to go down there. But I'm sure she will post about it. What do we think? Is this good for a roof? I think it's really cute. Hey, Chris. Welcome. Did you pick a color palette? She's been very indecisive, which is fine. I'm not saying you have to decide. I'm just wondering if you did. Okay, I think I might just finish this piece of thread, and then I think I might let you go. So we're gonna do this same thing, but with these ones, we'll go this direction, and then these ones will go, you can go this direction, and then this direction. Like, kind of keep with the right angles. Yes. Going with the new colors. Yay! We're excited. We're excited for you that you've made a decision. Anyways, the direction will just change slightly, but I'm excited to see what you guys end up doing. You could also do different do them differently. So if you wanted to do the detached chain stitches here and then like brick stitch here, or you could even do satin stitch. You could do whatever you want, but you could do like the tower different than the other parts. If you wanted. That's what we did last year. Or 2 years ago. We did the Van Dyke stitch here, and then the rest of the roof was a brick stitch. So hey, you're welcome, Chris. I'm glad that you made a decision. It feels good to make decisions. I don't know why my fingers are so sore. I haven't even stitched a lot the last 24 hours, but my fingertips are feeling bruised. It's like fine. It's sunny today after it rained for 2 days. And I've got a bunch of preteen boys here working on their bikes. They're like getting their tires all fixed up so they can go for a bike ride. And they're like right outside my window. They're very cute. This was like my least favorite age of boys when I was a kid. I just thought that like that 7th grade boy age is so weird. But with my own kids, it's kind of fun. They're kind of silly. Okay, I think this will probably be my last one. Yeah, I don't think I can do another one. All right. So that is what we're working with today. If you're not liking 2 colors, you could also just do this with 1 color. You guys, there's so many options. So don't feel like you have to do exactly what I'm doing because I'm doing it. But I'm going to leave you with that. I am going to sit here. I'll at least finish the tower roof today and post a picture, but I might do a little bit more just so you can see it. Let me know if you have questions while you're working on it. Take the weekend to catch up. And then next week we will do some new fun stitches. So let me know if you have questions and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.